So in today's session, we have to start the next half of your module 3, that is antenna basics. You can see it on the screen. I have shared the syllabus for the antenna basics, what all we have to study here. Antenna basics, hope it is visible clearly. Shall I zoom it a little bit? You can see antenna basics, some introduction part, and then the next one is basic antenna parameters. So let me tell you a brief about it. Introduction, I definitely I'll be taking. What we will be studying in basic antenna parameters, that is, if you design any device, okay, assume करो कि आप अपने home appliances में, okay, you're an engineer, you're soon about to become a graduate engineer. So you have a task of designing mixer, that is आप जो use करते हो grinder, mixer and grinder, उसको आपको design करना है. Okay, so what all things you will keep in your mind? Okay, I'm giving you an example, then I will come to this. So tell me what all aspects, what all things you will keep in your mind while designing that mixer and grinder, that home appliance. Yes, you can unmute and answer, no issues. As an engineer, आप क्या क्या दिमाग में रख के उसको डिजाइन करोगे? Yes, anyone? No need to put it in the chat box. I know. Let it be थोड़ा बहुत disturbance होगा तो भी चलेगा. You unmute and answer. It should be fast. Very good. So very first thing is the speed. It should be fast. Very good. Any other thing that you want to keep it in your mind? Yes, I got one more answer. Less cost. Okay, good. Less cost and fast. Okay. Any other? Less cost and it should be faster. While designing a mixer and grinder, you will be keeping these two things in your mind. Any other? Consume less power. Okay, fine. Less power consumption. Product material, very good. Very good. Okay, fine. It should be lightweight. Very good, Sana. Design should be compressed. Okay, Samina, it's good. So few things you will be keep it in your mind while designing a mixer and grinder. I'm taking one example of a home appliance. If you want to design this, so you will be keeping many things in your mind while designing. Uska size छोटा होना चाहिए, cost less होना चाहिए. Then it should take less space as you're telling, and lightweight as far as possible. जो भी motor आप use करोगे, okay, lightweight होना चाहिए. So these are all the parameters. Along with this, अगर आप मिक्सर एंड ग्राइंडर के लिए जार्स यूज करोगे, डेफिनेटली 2 to 3 डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ जार्स विल बी देयर, राइट? सो उसमें अगर आप ये कोशिश करोगे कि जो ग्राइंडिंग होगा अंदर, ओके, यू विल ट्राई टू यूज the jars, the size and all should also be important. कितने size का आप jar use करने वाले हो? If you are adding liquid in that, it should not come out. Few things are there. So for any design, you take into consideration few parameters before designing, right? So just like that, just as I gave you the example of a home appliance, while designing that, you take few things into account before designing. इसका ये होना चाहिए, इसका मैक्सिमम होना चाहिए, इट शुड बी एफिशिएंट, शुड टेक लेस साइज, उसका जो मटेरियल है दैट शुड बी टेकन इनटू अकाउंट. सो just like that, even in case of antennas, when we go for design of antennas, each design, obviously few antennas are available now. Sorry, the word I'm using, antennas, actually literally you have to take as antennae, right? Plural form of antenna is antennae, but as in your books it is taken as antennas. Even I'm speaking the same way. Okay, so even as many of the antennas are already designed, okay, they are present, you're working even in your cell phones, smartphones, you have some kind of antenna inside. Yeah, for your what the cable TVs, even you go for dish antennas, right? So for broadcasting and all, so already few antennas have been designed, they are into market, practically you're using them. While designing those antennas also, few parameters were kept in mind, like for example you can see patterns. मतलब एंटेना जो रेडिएट करेगा, उसका जो पावर होगा, उसका अगर आप एक ग्राफ ड्रॉ करोगे, हाउ दी ग्राफ शुड बी, ओके, मैक्सिमम कब कब होना, कब कौन से डायरेक्शन में होगा, मिनिमम, यू नो, पहले जो एंटेनाज आते थे, टीवी जो ओल्ड टेलीविजन सेट्स के एंटेनाज जो आते थे, समथिंग लाइक दिस दे यूज्ड टू बी. होप आप देखे होंगे ऐसे. एंड जब भी आपको सिग्नल नहीं मिलता था, यू यूज टू रोटेट दिस एंड ट्राई टू जस्ट डायरेक्ट, यहाँ पर एक स्मॉल बॉक्स होता था, यू यूज टू डायरेक्ट दिस टू अ पर्टिकुलर डायरेक्शन, सो दैट टीवी का सिग्नल स्ट्रेंथ ज्यादा हो जाता था. सो दैट इज नथिंग बट दी पैटर्न. रेडिएशन कहाँ पे मैक्सिमम है, कहाँ पे आप रिसीव पर्टिकुलरली मैक्सिमम करोगे, दैट अगेन वी हैव बीम एरिया, सम रेडिएशन इंटेंसिटी, पावर, efficiency, directivity, gain. These are all the antenna parameters. So while designing any antenna, specific antenna, these are few general parameters that has to be considered, that has to be studied. वो कैसा होना चाहिए, what should be the value of these parameters. Okay, so in this module, half of the module, antenna basics, we will be studying these parameters, like how they are defined in general, and if possible some equations, defining equation for that particular parameter, and if possible practical value kya hoga. Okay, so some 6 to 7, I think 6 to 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 parameters have been listed here. So we will be studying about these parameters along with some one or two derivations. Already jo scientists, they have studied, they have researched, they have made a research, and they have come up with some power equations that we will be studying. Okay, hope you understood what are the contents of this particular half module. Okay, having seen the syllabus, let me go to the actual introduction part. You can see it on the screen. I have drawn an electromagnetic spectrum. This is already dealt when I took the introduction class of microwave and antennas subject. As the title says, you have the microwave part and the antennas part. So I had already, I have covered this topic. Still, at a glance, you can see I have drawn an electromagnetic spectrum here. It gives you the range of frequencies or even the range of wavelengths that each wave has. For example, you can see you have gamma rays, X-rays, UV, infrared. ये जो है visible spectrum है, ये जो आप remote TV remotes में use करते हो, infrared, right? Microwaves we have studied in case of module 1 and module 2. We have seen microwave range, right? Gigahertz में रहता है. यहाँ पे मैंने frequency specify नहीं किया है. I have specified wavelength, okay, 0.01. At the end we have radio waves. So यहाँ पर we will be going to study the antennas. So antennas, radio waves, right? They propagate through radio waves. So we have studied this already. Just have a look, microwaves and radio waves. So these are important for us in case in your overall electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, talking about an antenna. What is an antenna? Here I have used TX and RX indicating the transmitter and the receiver. They are the antennas. So what is happening in this figure? Already we have seen this. Okay. So यहाँ पर wave, it is moving inside. This is your transition region where the waves gets transmitted. Take the transformation. This is your transition region. यहाँ पे change होगा. ये जो भी guided हैं, which is your transverse electromagnetic wave, right? Which is propagating inside the antenna. Some transition takes place and they get converted to free space wave. Here you can see they are detaching from the antenna and round as a field patterns may it will go out and they will propagate in the space. And at the receiving end, the reverse thing happens. Here, whatever the field lines you can see, inside when they enter, again there will be a transition, transformation होगा, जो भी plane wave propagate हो रहा है, free space wave यहाँ पे medium air में, that will be converted to guided waves and they will be received at the receiver. So we have seen the structure already. What is an antenna? Antenna or aerials, what we call. Many synonyms we use. Antenna hai, aerial hai. One more term we use for antenna is a reflector. Even that is also another word for antenna. Okay. It is considered as a region of transition between the transmission line. यहाँ पर in your case it is a space. Air जो है medium है and the space. They radiate or they couple the electromagnetic energy. This energy is carried by electromagnetic waves in the desired direction. Fine. So this is about the basics of antenna. Or antenna is the interface between the radio waves that propagate through the space. So basically radio waves will be propagated through an antenna. And the first antenna were built in 1888 by German physicist Heinrich Hertz. So these are some basics I have given you. With these basics, let us go for your module 3, antenna basics. Just now I have given you an example of designing a mixer grinder. We have considered, you only answered me, it should be lightweight, it should be having less cost, then it should drive more power, it should take less power but give you the good output, right? Grinding should be good. Then the material with which you are making it, even that matters. And also the size of the jars, right? Grinding kitna, kaun se quality ka hona chahiye, that how much efficient it is, something like that. Even in case of antennas, when we design, while choosing an antenna, while designing antenna, many aspects have to be taken into account. Some are listed, that is pattern हो सकता है, किस direction में वो ज़्यादा radiate करेगा, and maximum and minimum both. Gain, कितना gain है output by input, कितना आप output मिल रहा है आपको, कितना आप input दे रहे हो, that is gain. How much it is efficient. Impedance, कितना resistance होगा आपके wave जो propagate करेंगे through antenna, उसका shape matter करता है. Its size, weight, and all these at the end, economic viability. That is your cost, right? So just like that, we will be studying few parameters. So let us start with the basic equation of radiation. Probably you know about this, but still I'm repeating it. Regardless of any antenna type, generally, the basic principle of radiation is the same. So principle of radiation is same irrespective of any type of antenna, because there are many products available, different types of antennas. You will be studying in your module 5, the different antennas. So irrespective of that, this basic principle of radiation remains same for all the antennas. So what is this basic principle of radiation? It is I dash into L is equal to Q into V. So what is I dash? It is the time changing current. That is, it is changing with respect to time. That is what we call instantaneous. Okay, at only that point we can get it. Okay, time change ho raha hai, even current change hoga. L is the length of the current element. जो आप antenna use करोगे, उसमें जो आप size consider करोगे, that. Q is the charge and V is the time change of velocity. So this principle is same. Based on this principle only, each of the antenna, generally the antennas, they follow this principle. Okay, this is one basic thing I have given you. Probably may not be important, but just you should be knowing about it. Coming to the first parameter, maybe it is not listed, but it is important. Actually, in your syllabus, if you see directly, you can see it has started with patterns. Okay, but however, before studying the patterns, you should know what is a power density. So in your physics, probably you might have studied about the dimensions, physical quantities. In that, power density, or you might have also studied. Okay, अगर आप वहाँ नहीं पढ़े हो तो भी electromagnetic waves may also you have come across this term, power density. Try to recall. We have taken it as either yes or P. Try to remember. So what is this power density? It can be applied to any device, power density. So power or the power density, we can also call it a Poynting vector, right? Through this Poynting theorem has come. It is an important term in case of Poynting vector, Poynting theorem. It is the power flow of electromagnetic wave. So कितना power flow हो रहा है? If how much of power electromagnetic wave is carrying, and see, electromagnetic wave will be having, it will contain some energy or the power, and at a specific area, in a particular area, how much of power flow is there, that is given by the power density. For example, let me give you one figure here. Hope it is looking like an antenna. एक dish antenna है, ये stand है. Okay, this is your stand, this is your disc, half disc. Okay, यहाँ से it is the wave is propagating. Okay, कुछ range है, कुछ angular range, cone में वो radiate करेगा. This is your radiating area. Now, suppose I take one particular area, यहाँ पर. Okay, try to view from the top. This is the area considered. So the power flow of this wave through a unit area, इस particular area में कितना amount of power flow हो रहा है, and you can see the area considered is perpendicular to the power flow. Power flow इस direction में होगा, so on the top you can see area I have considered. So both are perpendicular to each other. So this diagram what I have shown you, this is giving you the power density. How much amount of power is flowing through a particular area, and both this power flow and the area, they are perpendicular to each other. This orange color section what I have taken, that I have marked it here. So particular area we have taken, this is the power flow, and both are perpendicular to each other. And the wave which is traveling, it is an electromagnetic wave, so it will be having both the components of the field, electric field and the magnetic field. So if electric and magnetic field components, they both exist in a plane wave or in an electromagnetic wave, then the power density is given by, they are perpendicular, and you know the fields are what? They are vector quantities, right? They'll be having a specific direction. That's why I cannot take the dot product. I have to take the cross product, because fields are vector quantities. So when you multiply two vectors, you have to go for cross product. Hope I'm right. Rectify, correct me if I'm wrong. So it is E cross H. You cross product of two terms, E and H, E into H into sin theta, and since they are, you know, electromagnetic waves may, if this is one wave traveling, the other wave will be like this, right? Both are perpendicular to each other, hence sin 90, this will be equal to 1, so P is equal to EH. Now talking about the relationship, we have seen about this in just a brief in your module 1. Try to remember velocity of propagation जब हम देख रहे थे, that time we have taken this propagation constant. It is given by mu by epsilon. You can take this mu as mu naught into mu r, okay, square root divided by root of epsilon naught into epsilon r. So taking this, if you take the free space as the medium, ये क्या है? This is your propagation constant I'm taking, eta, but this is your impedance of the medium. Okay, impedance through which the waves are propagated. अगर आप free space consider करते हो तो relative values will be equal to 1. So this will be what? Mu naught by epsilon naught, mu r into divided by epsilon r. So इसका value free space के लिए आप 1 consider करो. Mu naught is 4 pi. I have just kept it blank. Okay, you can calculate it. So it is 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7 divided by epsilon naught 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12. Okay, can you tell me what is the answer you get? When we have calculated this root of mu naught by epsilon naught, I had taken while during the module 1 concepts, the impedance of the medium. When we take the medium as the free space, it is equal to 377 ohms. I had given you this, if you remember. If you try to recall, 376 point some value approximated to 377 ohms. So this is the impedance of the medium in a free space. If you consider free space, it is very important. 377, you should be knowing this. What is the impedance in the free space? It is 377 ohms. What is this? 3.77 10 raised to, just check it out, Soumya. 3.77 into 10 raised to minus 10. How you will get minus 10? क्योंकि यहाँ पे 10 raised to minus 7 है, 10 raised to minus 12 है. तो इसमें already 7 cancel हो जाएगा. Only you'll get 10 raised to 5 top में. So you won't get, yeah, you won't get 10's powers, I guess. It is just 376 point some value. Just check it, okay? So if I take it, P is equal to E into H. From this I'm talking now, okay? I'm taking the magnitude, power density P is E into H. So P into H is equal to, yeah. So P into H is equal to, taking E as it is. See, just calculate and tell me what is 120 pi. So as I'm telling you in free space, this impedance is equal to 377. So what I will do, E into H is equal to, I have taken the relation I have taken this E as it is. And what is H? H is E by 120 pi, because I'm taking this as impedance of the medium, 120 pi. So what is E? E is equal to, no, I think so it is a reverse. E by H. See, E by H is equal to, sorry, it's not E into H. I'm sorry, it's my mistake. You can see E by H, which is equal to root of mu by epsilon. Mu by epsilon हमने calculate किया है 377. So if I take that, E by H is equal to 377 ले लो या फिर 120 pi ले लो. No issues. Both are same. So what will be H is equal to? Either you can replace E or H. No problem. I am replacing E here. One in terms of the other, or you can even take in terms of H also. अगर मैं H को replace कर दूंगी, what is H is equal to? E by 120 pi. So H के बदले में I will substitute E by 120 pi. If you want to replace E and put it H, no problem. आप इसमें E को ले लो. E is equal to H into 120 pi. Substitute that. So अगर वो substitute करोगे, you will get this. H square into 120 pi. So this is your power density, okay? Power density P is equal to E dot H, which is equal to E square by 120 pi or H square into 120 pi. Now taking the RMS, average value अगर लेंगे आप, that is pointing vector या फिर pointing power density, which is equal to 1/2 E cross H. E cross H क्या होगा? Which is E into H. What is E into H, which is equal to E square by 120 pi or A square into 120 pi. You can further simplify this, no problem. So this is the details which I have given you regarding the power density. It may not be a listed parameter, but an important parameter. It is the base. Okay. Hope you are. Now coming to the your listed first parameter, that is patterns. So what are these patterns? The radiation patterns, they are three-dimensional quantities. See, they are three-dimensional. जब आप कोई भी ग्राफ ड्रॉ करते हो, for example, let me take the variation of room temperature. Okay, take one example. I'm just trying to relate how these patterns are. Taking the example of a room temperature, whether the room temperature will be same at all the seasons, it will vary. Obviously, it will vary. Summer में अलग रहता है room temperature. Winter season में अलग होगा, rainy season में अलग होगा. So, if I assume one quantity, that one physical quantity, that is room temperature, it is a scalar quantity. If I give some values to you, say at some in a daytime itself, consider in one day, particularly at morning 7, some room temperature I have. At morning 10, I have some other room temperature. Like that, some list of timings and room temperatures are given to you. I will ask you to analyze the behavior of this temperature. What will you do? So very good answers I've got. One is use thermometer, then check the weather, then compare maximum and minimum. Best way to analyze the temperature behavior is try to draw the graph and you can see maximum कब है, कौन से time में minimum है, and you can just have to check the weather and उस weather में कौन सा match हो रहा है, weather में ideally क्या होना चाहिए temperature, आप कौन से hour में वो same match हो रहा है. You know, there are many terms. So in this way you go for it. Similarly, even for patterns also, the best and the easiest method is for going for